I really should have just made Poker Face Ash my tag partner. And we're live on Bluff and Buffalo Bar and Chill. My name is Poker Rhino. Everybody, this is my tag partner, Chris.
Hi, everyone. My name is Chris Tabright, and I am the tag team poker partner for Rhino right here.
It's true. I know you. You know you. I'm fairly positive cameraman Lucas now knows you. Cameraman Lucas. Cameraman Lucas says yes. But the fans don't know about you. Tell us about you.
Yeah, let's see. I'm 26 years old. Been living here in Austin for a little over 3 years now. I would say, I started poker just as an interest of mine.
Sure.
I was probably about 5 or 6 years old, I think, when it first happened. I think it was just maybe Thanksgiving or family holiday where we had a bunch of relatives together where someone was just dealing out, a deck of cards. Got some chips, weren't playing for anything, but that's originally how the hook started. And after that, I was fully reeled in. There's nothing left to do.
Well, man, what brought you to the lodge? What got you there?
Yeah, it's a good story. A buddy that I used to work with played a pretty good amount of poker, and so we sort of bonded over that because after I thought it was a completely outlawed state, and so I needed to, just talk around, meet some people, see what was what, and then my buddy told me about the lodge. He said he played cash up there sometimes. I was wondering if he ever did tournaments. I think his exact words were, "No, they're super grindy. I can't sit down for 8 hours like that." Lo and behold, he was right. I found out later.
Little did you know.
Yeah, but that's kind of where it started. I ended up just going there. I played my first cash game there. I remember it was just 1-2 to get my feet wet for a little bit, and I ended up walking in with my starting stack of 300 and leaving with 700. And I was like, you know what? Maybe the lodge is a pretty nice place. I like this place quite a bit.
Well, I'll never forget the first time that we played against each other at the lodge.
Yeah.
And we were just two polar opposites, but you kind of just tennis balled it. Like we were playing tennis with each other. We were having fun. And we made it to the final. I think it was 3 or 4. I can't remember. It wasn't that many. But I just remember us having that rapport where I was like, yes, you are the polar opposite of me. Let's be tag partners. And I will never forget the moment that you and I went to the tag tournament. I think I was wearing all My Hero Academia anime stuff, like the hat, the jersey, everything.
Yeah.
And it was you. We were doing different tables, so we didn't really interact much. And I remember when we went to one table, I'll never forget, and I love you for this. You had the hoodie. You had the hoodie on. You had the glasses. You had the headphones in, and I looked at you from a distance, and I said, yeah, you're my tag partner.
Yeah, that was the first time you called me a fucking nit.
Damn! And I quote, fucking nit.
Yeah.
But that was also the same tournament.
To be fair, I was dressed like one. You know, nobody loves the guy that sits down at the table with the hat, hoodie, sunglasses, and headphones on.
But the beauty of that, and I say this to anybody that does a tag team game, the beauty of that was they did not know what to expect with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because with us, you have you who's like, because I'll never forget you texting me and saying, hey, we're low on chips. I'm about to have to go all in. And I text, and just the beauty of connection is me saying, hey, man, do what you got to do because I know that you're playing the right way. Like, if you jam all in, you knew what you were doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
absolutely.
same with me. Like, I went in there because there's something about tag tournaments that's so nerve-wracking. Because it's not just your stack.
Yeah.
It's our stack.
I know. It's like there's this weight of both, wanting to perform for yourself, but now you bring this whole other person in there where you're like, well shit, like I don't want to let them down,
Right.
I want to make sure I'm playing my best poker.
And it was even, I'll never forget, I was the one that jammed all in. I think I went in with a
9-8 of diamonds. If I
It
might have been 10-9.
No, it was 9-8 of diamonds. It was 9-8 of diamonds. And I remember them beating me on the river.
Yeah,
and
you were
like,
fine the whole way, and then the river.
And and that was the beauty of it. It was literally you saying, "Hey, you did what you had to do."
Yeah.
Because we were already low stag.
Yeah, at that point in the tournament, we'd had a couple rough hands.
But that was the beauty of it too. Was thanks to Skull Mike, we quadrupled up like 2 or 3 times.
That's true. That's true.
I'll never forget.
You had him
quite
going
on the
around
tilt.
like a yo-yo.
I won't say that because he's probably watching this. I know you are. Watch this show. Watch it. Why aren't you watching it? I didn't say that. But I'll never forget walking up to you and being like, "Hey, Skull Mike quadrupled us up."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Don't worry, we're fine."
Yeah.
But man, we've talked about poker. Say your last name again.
Tabarite.
What's the ethnicity of that?
Italian.
Okay, so I know for a fact that your father, first off, phenomenal recipes online.
Thank you.
I've seen you share them. They're wonderful. If you can plug where he's at.
Follow at Make It Italian on Instagram to support the family business. We do all natural Italian meats and sausages.
Beautiful. He loves sausage in his mouth. I didn't say that. But that aside, I had to.
Yeah, I get it.
Man, how is it? Like, as a man who clearly works in the Bluff and Buffalo, I understand what it's like to juggle poker and food.
Yeah.
But man, your father has made a livelihood out of food.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure it's carried suit.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So please tell me the transition of that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't work for the company full time or anything
Sure.
like that. I'll help out a little bit on the side doing social media stuff. But really, it's just it was a passion project for him. You know, as Italians, and most Italians would tell you, food is something we hold near and dear to our heart. And it's not just Italian people that are like that, but specifically, you know, coming from my dad's side of my family, having that type of influence on me, like cooking and good food has always been a way to show love, to show appreciation, and just sit down and kind of enjoy each other's presence. So
Sure.
that's always something that's been very important to me.
And we cherish that here at the Bluff and Buffalo. Food is the patriarchy, the matriarchy, the blufferarchy of all things here. So we love hearing that. We love experiencing that. But you know what I love experiencing, Chris?
Tell me.
A good bad beat. What is your bad beat story?
Oh,
Come
man.
on!
I mean, I have a few.
You're welcome to tell them.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are as mundane as the classic boat over boat on a double board bomb pot. That happened to me just last weekend. That's never a great feeling.
Not at all.
Yeah. But I would say the worst one was actually in that tournament with you when we had a quads over quads situation, which still, you know, cuts me deep into my soul.
I remember texting you.
But you don't ever play poker to fold quads, so I mean.
If y'all aren't aware of this, guys, and I'm sure if you've been at the lodge, you've heard this story 8 or 9, 15 times. I gave Chris the proverbial text where I said, "Oh shit, we have quads."
Yeah.
I said, "Oh shit, I'm about to jam all in." Oh shit, we just lost quads over quads.
Yeah.
And we were still in there. We were still hanging.
Yeah, no, we still had a stack over.
We still had a stack.
That.
Thankfully, he didn't have much to compete with.
Yeah, and I will say I've never had somebody like live text me a poker hand before, but when I was like 50 feet away during the break where I wasn't playing and you were there and I read that, I started sweating as if I was in the hand. I was like, oh man, this is either going to go really, really well or really, really poorly.
Oh, and you know what? I did the winner main event.
Yeah.
And I had at one table 2 quads. In that same tournament, 3 entries in a row because there were multiple days.
Yeah.
Stone cold bubble all 3 days.
That's tough. That's really tough.
Which still to this day, fans of season 1, lets you know Poker Rhino has never been to a day 2. Because I ain't about that life. And I ain't about shit. But you know what is about shit, Chris?
What's about shit?
How hungry are you?
I'm pretty hungry.
Because guess what? We're about to eat.
Let's do it.
This is the part where we'd play commercials, but we don't have any, so we're back.
And we're back. That was an awesome advertisement. I don't know what it was because we're filming this ahead of time. But God bless America. Chris,
Ryan,
how hungry are you?
hungry enough to eat this burger.
Well, guess what? We got a burger right here with a pretzel bun. Here at the Bluff in Buffalo, we don't bluff about our love of buffalo. We eat buffalo. So we got you a bison burger. We got it topped with American cheese on mine because my buddy Chris here is trying to be healthy. But you know what's not healthy? The pure sweetness of raw honey infused with garlic and, if I may be so bold, jalapeno. Because you know what, Chris? As long as we've known each other through these months, weeks, almost a year.
Probably, yeah, about that.
About that.
Yeah.
You're both sweet and spicy. You son of a nit.
It's the best intro I've ever gotten in
Thank
my
you.
life.
It's the only intro you'll ever get. I'm just kidding. But I say that because I wanted to find a burger that could truly encapsulate how I feel about you as a tag partner.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel like together, if this meal can bring that joy to you, then I can't imagine this summer we're not, and I'm saying this right now on the camera, Chris and I are going to win the WSOP Tag Team Tournament. And if there were
Gotta
ever,
put it out there.
yeah, if ever there were two guys, I don't know, like Lucas or Brian, like that tried to do it,
Probably couldn't.
fuck them. Fuck those guys.
Not everybody's got what we got.
You know what they got though? Camera power, and I cannot take that away from
They
them
can
because
edit
they
this.
have the
They
power
can-
right now.
They can edit this
But
and make
you
us
know
say
what,
whatever
buddy?
they want.
Let's take a bite of it and see how
dive
it
in.
feels. The pretzel crust really brings. I don't know why it's a crust. It's a bun, but now that we've had our burger here, we've experienced it. Chris, what do you have going on moving forward in poker?
Yeah, I think for the majority of the time that you've known me, I've been a big tournament player.
Mhm.
I don't think anybody should ever try and just focus on tournaments or anything like that. I think there's too much variance. But that being said, I obviously want to continue focusing on tournaments,
Sure.
but all the while expanding my cash game. So I think 2024, huge year for my cash game. Hopefully going to be able to really up level there. And then, like you said, hopefully we'll be able to do some damage in a couple tag team events.
Oh, we already won them. We've already won them. But Nick Airball, Daniel Negreanu, Doug Park. Wait, Park?
Polk.
Oh, shit. Polk. Andrew Nemeth. Nemeth?
Nope.
Oh, shit.
Nemi.
Nemi. Oh, Nemi. Okay. Sorry. Brad Okel.
Close enough.
All right, Brad Okel. He's coming for you in cash. He's coming for you. And just know that your game may be good, but this burger's better. Guys, Chris, it's been a pleasure. Where can the fans follow you? I like that I asked you as you took a bite, because that's the proverbial service industry thing.
There we go. You can follow me on Instagram at @ctaverite, and that's pretty much my only social.
You may need to spell that out for them.
I'm gonna let them guess.
Suckers. Chris, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Love you to death.
Right back at you.
Dwayne. Sure.